Surah Al-Anfal has now come to an end with verse 75, and today we begin a new journey with Surah At-Tawbah, a chapter that begins with a tone of seriousness and reflection. It starts without Bismillah, reminding us that some moments in life call for clarity, accountability, and honest self-examination. As we begin with verse 1, Allah invites us to reflect on the nature of our commitments and the sincerity of our promises. A believer often experiences moments when the heart must pause and look inward. Surah At-Tawbah opens by urging us to examine who we trust, what we stand for, and how faithfully we uphold our word. It shows us that faith is not only compassion and mercy, but also truth, justice, and boundaries rooted in wisdom. The verse, Saheeh International, Surah At-Tawbah 9:1. This is a declaration of disassociation from Allah and His Messenger to those with whom you had made a treaty among the polytheists. Tafsir summary, Ibn Kathir plus Jalalayn. Ibn Kathir explains that this verse formally announces the end of treaties with groups who repeatedly broke their agreements and acted with hostility toward the Muslims. This was not betrayal. It was a fair response after ongoing violations. Al-Jalalayn adds that the announcement was made publicly during Hajj, and those groups were given 4 months to reconsider their position, showing Islam's fairness, transparency, and justice. This verse teaches that Islam honors agreements sincerely, but does not require believers to remain bound to relationships built on deception or harm. Reflection. This verse carries a deep personal lesson. Kindness is essential, but so are boundaries. Many of us hold on to relationships, habits, or situations that drain us emotionally or spiritually. We remain out of fear or guilt, thinking patience means silence, even when we are being harmed. But Allah teaches here that protecting your faith and inner peace is not weakness. It is wisdom. Just as the Prophet ended agreements when trust was repeatedly broken, we too must recognize when something no longer aligns with honesty, integrity, or well-being. Islam teaches balance, mercy with truth, patience with boundaries, kindness with clarity. This balance is what keeps the heart steady and the soul protected. Practical takeaway. Be gentle and patient, but do not stay tied to anything that harms your faith, dignity, or peace. Setting boundaries is part of spiritual strength. Closing reminder. Allah supports those who stand firmly with sincerity and justice. When you choose truth, even when it is difficult, Allah brings clarity and strength to your heart. Dua, O Allah, grant me clarity in my relationships, wisdom in my choices, and courage to walk away from anything that weakens my faith. Ameen. If this reflection brought benefit to your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to support more daily Quran reflections.